In the fourth era of Elysium's history, the Age of Order, I was a soldier. Now, I'm just the Rad Doc. I've been traveling from east to west in Gaia, through the cities and the Iron Jungle. Every day I see people afflicted by the Aether. They think if they just practice harmonics, they're safe. It's like magic. They'll be powerful. But they're not. They're susceptible and they're weak. I learned so many of the horrors of this world come from the Aether. And that's why I first joined the Lost Order. But they're just as bad. So today I walk alone. I came across a man yesterday. His whole right arm was mutated and broken and twitching with pus. He didn't have to tell me what happened. There are people who use harmonics on themselves to configure their bodies in a way that suits them. People who make themselves stronger, or faster, or bigger, or smaller, or shapeshift. All of it is so dangerous without the experience that they need. I can't believe they teach this shit to people who aren't doctors. He was scared of me at first. He's used to the way the desert in Gaia is formed. We're a land of scavengers and ruin. It's kill or be killed, and the weak are always the ones that are killed. I'm not like that though. When I found him, I had hope. Hope that he could live a better life, like so many others that have come across me. I told him to hold still, as I placed my hands on his arm, and I felt through the Aether what was going on inside of his limb. And I commanded the cells to rejoin to his bones, to his muscles, to his fibers and nerves and skin, and to expel all that is not meant to be. And to prevent future contamination, I sterilized him. I took a syringe with a yellow fluid and I injected it into that arm. He screamed in pain, but in the end I know it's worth it and he'll thank me. But I had to leave him there because he lost consciousness from the pain. What that vial was liquefied radioactive material. See, another thing that I learned with the Lost Order was that the Aether was a living thing that could be treated as a cancer and purged with radiation. The only thing to prevent the growth and duplication of a vile cell is something that will force its decay. So that's what I do. I help people, and I hurt them. I'm down to my last 2 magazines in my rifle. They're not regular bullets. They're pellets. Nothing that I use is made of steel or iron. It is all carbon metals with radioactive pellets and waste and material. I have a blade that pulses with energy and hums in the wind, and I can feel it radiating my skin when I unsheath it. I use it to cauterize wounds. Not like it's hot, not like it's burning or a flame. It's not heated. It's just the nature of the equipment that I use. I'm cloaked all in black and yellow. Nobody has seen my face since I joined the regime, and they will never see it again now that I've left. This suit protects me from what I use. I know that it's helping the people that I come across in small dosages, sometimes larger than small dosages. Maybe from my rifle in the wrong places and in the wrong ways. But some people have to die. But I'm safe. I'm taking precautions. And when I use the Aether, I know what it can do. Today, I'm about 6 miles farther west than I was last night. The sun is beating down on me, and I see metal in the distance. I can't tell if it's a lonely skyscraper or if there's more to it. There's always more to it, though. This land used to be a thriving metropolis. Before the calamity, Gaia was cities, end to end. I can't believe what it must have looked like. It's hard to move on foot the way I do. I miss drinking from a bottle. That doesn't sound like much. But this suit doesn't open. I have a small pouch that I pour liquid into, and that filters through. It has a filter that checks for water or any other fluids and sends them where they need to go. I think it's disgusting, but if my machinery needs oil, and if I need water, they can go in the same pouch at the same time, and I'll get what I need. And I've never tasted oil. But just thinking about it is so foreign to me. I could never have made this, but it has saved my life countless times. There was a man I saw in iron, steel, white armor. I couldn't understand how it was made, and in the right lighting it looked like it moved with his actions, not like metal at all. He could have killed me, but he's the only one who could, and he spared my life. He's the one that pulled me out of that regime. I was thinking about quitting for months, but every time I did, I was redeployed, sent out, re-traumatized. I never had a chance. I was too useful. They wouldn't have let me go anyway. But him, that man, the Redeemer, I think he called himself. He just showed up one day, slaughtered everyone. My whole team was dead. I hated him. I fucking tried to kill him. I threw my knife at him. I launched hundreds of pellets from my rifle. I dropped more mags trying to kill him than I carry with me today. but nothing touched him. He had 2 shotguns with swords in both hands. I've never seen a gunblade before. I don't think I ever want to again. The brutality of him was disgusting and beautiful in its fluidity. He killed faster than I have ever seen people die. And he did not do that with just guns, or with just blades, or with just harmonics. And that's why I thought he had to have been a Nephilim. But that doesn't track either. The Nephilim only have one speciality. Like that Natalie chick I met up in Midland. Strings, I think it was. All she could do was tie strings. And I thought that's so fucking lame. How can you get stuck with a nexus and it doesn't even help you? Like, all I remember is she was complaining that she would never be able to learn harmonics in a regular way because every time she tried, her nexus took over looking for a fucking string to tie into a knot. It was hilarious and so fucking sad. And I'm honestly just glad that's another fool that can't use harmonics to hurt themselves. I guess unless she ties up her liver. I hope she's doing well. But no. The Redeemer. I saw him lift walls of ice. I saw him teleport. I saw him disappear and reappear. He never used fire, which I thought was strange. Most people who practice harmonics like to tend to fires. Maybe they're too crass for him. Too out of control. Too dangerous. He liked ice. Part of me wants to meet him again. But I also hope I never have to see him. I'm coming up to that skyscraper now, and lo and behold, it's a city. Like I fucking knew it would be. I hear raiders shooting in the distance. Screams of agony. I'm not gonna look for them. I can never find them. So it doesn't matter. I'll just head straight, like I always do. Drifting where the sand takes me. Until maybe I'll meet my end. I don't plan to survive through this war. Well, I call it a war, but it hasn't really started yet. I feel it, though. You can always sense when something's coming. I don't think it'll be good. Especially if I'm not on the same side as the Redeemer. There is no saying that someone that lethal is abstaining from violence. I don't believe that for a second. I just hope I'm not on the wrong side. How could I be when I'm on my own? I have no side, do I? I left the Order, and I never joined a raider group. Maybe the critters would take me. I can't fucking talk to them. That fucking annoying noises they make. Oh my god. I have no idea how they fucking... I know it's a language. They understand each other, but that ain't for outsiders. I don't know what the fuck it's about. I've killed fucking 20 of them. goddamn leather-strapped fucking monsters. Talking about the fucking harmonics that are hurting people. They do not feel like people to me. They're not animals. They're not the aether. They're not aether beasts. But I'm not sure if they're human anymore. And I'm not sure what their limits are. And for that matter, I don't know how to avoid them. Fucking hate nomads. I know that's crazy coming from a nomad, but I hate people who don't just stay in one place. Please just stay in one place or one area so I know how to avoid you, but it seems like they're everywhere. Thousands of them die, and yet thousands of them remain. I've never understood them. I'm gonna call it here. I see a building I can take shelter in.